Yo, shit is about to get real. What's up, guys? Xavi here from tunecreators.com. Yeah, I know it's been a while since I put out a video on the channel, but there's a very good reason for that. And I'm gonna be telling you all about it. And yes, I will be starting all the way from the beginning. So you might remember a couple of years ago, I was posting some videos on this channel. I was posting my beats, the beats that I produced. I was posting the beats of other artists, other producers that I like their beats, and I was helping them promote it on the channel. However, I stopped doing that after a while. And one of the reasons I stopped doing that is because at the time I was working with a lot of musicians, helping them record, helping them mix, master, stuff like that. And one of the things I noticed about most of the artists I worked with back then is that a lot of them had very good jobs, like some of them were lawyers, bankers, accountants. I even worked with a doctor at one point, and she was doing music, just doing it as a part-time thing. And one day we were working on a track in the studio, and she was telling me how she would love to do music full-time and how she didn't necessarily enjoy the job she was doing as a doctor. And I asked her, like, yo, why don't you do music full-time? And she said to me that will never happen, because for her, if you were not, at the top of the game in the music industry, then it wasn't worth it. And her answer to me was very, very striking. It has stuck to me because there's this very weird mindset in the music industry where if you're not playing at the top of the game, where if you're not winning Grammys and, with the Drakes, with the Nicki Minaj's, then you're literally a nobody. So a lot of artists would rather make, like 50k a year at a job that they really hate than make 50k doing music. I just find it weird because for some reason in the music industry, the middle class doesn't seem to exist. You're either at the high class, top class, or you're at the crappy class. In fact, there's a statistic out there on the internet where something like 20% of the music industry makes 80% of the money that is generated in the industry, and the remaining 80% of us have to share whatever is left from that. And that is really sad because there's a lot of money in the music industry. I mean, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry. What's even sadder about this whole situation is that there's a lot of broke artists out there who can easily make between 5 to 6 figures every year with their music, if only they understood the business side of things. And not long after my conversation with this artist, I decided, you know what, I'm gonna figure out this whole business thing, and I'm gonna see if it's actually possible for a musician to make between 5 to 6 figures every year doing music. So yeah, I decided the best way for me to learn this whole business thing was actually to dive into the trenches and learn the business the hard way. And by that I mean setting up my own business, and that's exactly what I did. And over the years I've set up a couple businesses indeed. Over the years I've set up at least 30 different businesses, and while some of them did very well, a lot of them failed. And I don't necessarily see them as failures. I see them more of like learnings or lessons learned, And during my time as an entrepreneur, man, I've learned so much about business. I've learned stuff about branding, stuff about marketing, how to get clients through cold emailing, how to network, how to come with value first, lead magnets, Facebook advertising, stuff like this. This is stuff that you wouldn't necessarily learn at university. You have to really be pushing a real business to actually learn this shit. And yeah, in that time I was able to build a little business for myself, a business that I've actually been living on for the last 3 years. And as you can imagine, doing all this shit kept me really busy, and I never had any time to create any videos for the channel. Anyway, now I'm at the point in my entrepreneurial journey, and I'm at this point where I'm like, you know what? I've learned so much about business right now, and I would love to share my knowledge with the musicians, because I know there's a lot of musicians out there who could benefit from whatever I've learned. So going forward, I'm going to be creating a ton of content that helps you transition from a job you really don't like or you're not so passionate about to doing music full time. So if this is the kind of thing that you're interested in and you like to make music your full-time gig, then I encourage you to subscribe so that you get notified anytime I release a new video. And that's pretty much it for this video. Before I leave there, I would love to know what you've been up to. Have you been making music? Have you released an album? Maybe you've been touring. I would love to hear what you've been up to. Let me know in the comments below. As always, I read every comment and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. Until the next video, I want to leave you with this. Seriously, don't be a musician, be an entrepreneur. Bye for now.